Alright guys, welcome back to NBC. This is Joe. So this morning when I woke up, I got everything in primer on Roscoe's police car. And then I went ahead and I took care of, the grown-up things I needed to take care of this morning. And got a little sidetracked. So it's kind of late in the afternoon, but I'm about to throw a coat of paint, white paint on the body. I'm not gonna wet sand the primer or anything like that. This is a police car that was made for a TV show, and they didn't take all that time. So that's done. The motor is painted. The interior is painted in that same satin tan that I did on the 68 Mustang. So that's done. I did the chassis and primer, black primer, and then I just hit it with a coat of clear to make it more of a semi-gloss. So we got that done. Something I'm very excited about. Amazon came, so I'm going to show you what I got in there. Alright, check this out. Do you guys remember when I first got these fished? They were so tiny inside the bag, still acclimating. Look how big they've gotten in just a few weeks. Guys are awesome, and they follow me around wherever I go, whenever I walk around. So just wanted to show you that real quick. They got huge. Alright, I also picked these up to store my projects in. I had those original ones I got from Ollie's, but they weren't stackable, so these work out better, I think. Either that or I wasted $4 a piece on something I'll never use. So, let's see what we got. I'm excited about this. .30 gauge solid core wire. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone. I've never wired an engine before, so it's time to try it. So I've got different ignition wire colors. I've got battery cables. So I might even try running some brake lines and fuel lines from the engine back to the tank on some of these builds, like the Pro Stock. That you guys are all, telling me don't let Pappy. Is it Pappy? You guys are telling me don't let him get a hold of it. Well, I've never built a Pro Stock, so I will definitely be building it. I've never built one before. There's something else I want to try too real quick. Alright, I tried it off camera in case it was a fail, and yeah, it was a fail. Back in my model railroading days, this wire is just way too small of a gauge. But back in my model railroading days, I used to take pre-tinned wire, bare wire, no insulation on it. And I don't remember what gauge it was, but basically, it's not straight, it's kind of flimsy. So used to be able to take 2 pair of pliers on either end and just pull with a little bit of strength, not a lot, and it stretches the wire some, and it keeps it straight as an arrow. And I used to make chain link fences with it. They were the fence posts. This wire is just way too thin. When you try to pull on it the littlest bit, you just break it. So, but it's small enough that you could probably, I'm sure you guys have done it, make it work, because it's pretty straight. So, alright, so I'm going to have fun practicing on that, but not now. We're going to get back on Roscoe Train's car here. I like this box because you can... Once you got all your colors in there, you run them right through the hole here. Come on. Oh, maybe you should pop it out first. Alright. So you got yourself a little dispenser box for when you're making your lightning whirlers to go on the spark plugs. Alrighty. Alright, so tomorrow she'll be ready for decals and final assembly. So body's all painted. Come out not bad. I didn't, like I said, I didn't do any wet sanding on the primer. This is just a light coat and one heavy coat, and that'll be good enough for this project. Alright. Everything's still kind of tacky. I can't really build up the motor. It's still a little tacky to the touch, so set that aside. I could, I'm going to put some decals in the dash and work on this dashboard. I do have in my decal stash here gonna go to my my slicks, because we've got gauges, so I'm gonna pull some gauges off of this sheet. I think these are like for like NASCAR and stuff like that, but the gauges will work fine for what I want them for. How many gauges do I need? One, two big ones, two small ones. You just yank them off the sheet and then put the sheet away so it don't get wet. Alright, so I got the gauges in. Now grab my chrome pen, hit some details on here, or tried to anyway. I think we got a little. Alright, so there's the dash. Did the chrome pen, hit it with some black, blackout, panel black. So, focus. Alright, I was going to start to put the interior in, but I'm going to paint the CB and everything to get that interior stuff detailed out before I install it. So let me take care of that real quick. I don't want to bore you guys with me hand painting this stuff. Alright, so I've painted the battery. I still have to paint the exhaust. Got the engine details painted. Fan, CB. Dashboard is ready to go in. Once that engine is not so tacky, I can finish the engine. I can detail the underside. I've got the firewall and the core support in clear so that it dries at a semi-gloss, and the body is already dry to the touch. So I'm gonna end this one here. I'm gonna finish the detail work that needs to be done paint wise, and then so that way in tomorrow's video it's just gonna be assembly, and we'll be good to go. So everybody have a great evening, and talk to you tomorrow.